camera for allowing me to speak today and everyone else that allowed me up here. So my name is Imani Williams, and this is my business, Breaking Crucial Boundaries. So my story, I started on the app in 2014 through 2016 called Vine, where it's basically you just post and you potentially get famous, and that was where I was. As we transitioned to 2020 to 2022, I transitioned to an app called Tammy, which is basically a dating and networking app that caters to the LGBT community. So my business, here at Breaking Crucial Boundaries, we have recognized there are not enough apps and platforms for all genders. So we've created a free entertainment and dating app that will cater directly to the LGBT community and its allies. Our free service will be a 30 to 45-minute podcast called BCB that will discuss both the LGBT and allies' journeys to personal healing and happiness. So this is my research. This study shows that while the LGBT community continues to grow, there still remains many gaps in the government's inclusions, and understanding this is essential to my business. Our target audience. So our target audience is very simple. It's the LGBT and as well as LGBT allies. Allies is people who support the LGBT. So for an example, if we have Kayla, who is 21 and who is a lesbian, looking for a podcast geared for the LGBT community, this is the right business for her. But say we have Imani, who is 34, straight, and looking for an app just to network in the community. Again, this business is applicable for both consumers and our discovery. So when it comes to our revenue model, we plan to generate revenue using a membership tier. So our podcast will be the free service on the app, but then we will also offer 2 paid services. Our first one is hat merchandise. And the second add-on that I will be adding is a dating portal called Talk Your Shh. So what this portal would be is it would be a paid service where my consumers will have to pay, which allows people to swipe on and off on people based only on descriptions instead of their picture. So what this would do is this will be a 30-minute podcast that caters to the single allies looking to date on a mental and emotional level before deciding to reveal their physical appearance. So these are the 2 paid services that will be on the app. Again, my podcast will be free as soon as you download the app, but these is how I will generate my revenue. So when it comes to my future milestones, outside of 1 million cups, I am working on my app development and as well as recording my introduction and conclusion for my podcast. And honestly, I'm just allocating my businesses throughout different pitch competitions and for the actual startup. From Million Cups, what do I'm looking for from you guys? So if you guys do have any camera connections, please send them my way. That will help me, please. I'm also looking for potential guests. So if you are a part of the LGBT community or an ally in that community, you are welcome to be a potential guest. Here are the topics that I have to discuss, and we will go from there. I'm also looking for pitch competitions in the community as well. If you have links or actual applications, send them my way so I can fill it out. I want to be there. And then the last thing that I'm looking for is I'm also working on my website as well. I know how to do the Google Analytics, the attraction of my website, but it's kind of hard to do the face front. So that's what I do need help a little bit more on. And then lastly, the geographical areas that I'm open to as far as either interested in being on my podcast or as far as working with me in my business is Michigan, California, Texas, and Arkansas. I have connections in all of these states. Lastly, thank you for listening. Here are 4 ways to get in contact with me. And are there any questions?